but quite early on, from the 50s, I'm imagining.
One of my interests in the books from the 50s is how the Communist Party wanted to form the new Chinese personality, the new Chinese man. Not only codders and educated people, but they wanted workers, peasants, and soldiers. That was the main thrust, because in 1950 was about maximum 15 to 20%, 80% illiterates in the whole country.
So you think that's why they did the comic books? Because you could see the picture?
You got
like in medieval Europe as well. Yeah.
Posters tell stories. Really effective as well.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of anti-American stuff because they were communist and they were anti-capitalist, but they were also because America was supporting Japan was a big problem.
America helped China during war.
The nationalists.
Of course.
That
was the nationalists.
Chiang Kai-shek.
But it's the same land, the same country. The people they saved are Chinese people.
There was
But I
a
understand
civil war.
They joined together until after the World War II. Then the Civil War went back. They joined together to fight the Japanese, correct?
Right, briefly.
And then after that, the Soviet Union came in, and it made it very difficult.
So, but like a flying tigers, Chinese really appreciate that. But why they still anti-American as a whole?
Well, it's superpowers. I would imagine it's
Superpower, yeah, that's a good explanation.
competition ideologies too.
What's the difference?
Well, Americans being capitalism, choosing capitalism as their way of life, and communism, I believe it's the Communist Party. So there's two different ideologies that are competing for each other. One is an open market, one is a closed and controlled market. From what I understand of communism, so you don't want to have that, back and forth. It can confuse people. So that if you want to get your message out, that's how you do it. Is to spread your ideology, but close you off from other ideologies.
What did they do in close off other ideology?
In China, and they can't use American social media platforms. So when we want to work together, they can't use those. It's closed. There's Weibo, I believe, is the only social media in China.
The WeChat.
WeChat, and you also have to. We had to create a specific website within China because they would block all type of IP addresses from outside the country.
More point about in America. Colonialism. They saw America as a colonializing country in the Philippines, in Japan, in Korea. So it threatened China. So China was anti-colonial. We still support the Philippines. We have bases there, military in Japan and Korea. Basically aimed at China. China is the tiger in the east. America.
America's a lion.
东方之虎. Because communism is against human nature, much more than capitalism. People feel more comfortable under capitalism. Sorry. People eat better. They eat better, they work better, they live better under capitalism. Of course, there are...
Not everybody considers this.
Not everybody, of course. They're poor people.
What kind of people live better?
Poor people in China are worse off than poor people. No, I'm not going to say that.
Don't say it.
No. But they're pretty bad off. Poor people in China are pretty miserable with bad water, bad health, bad environment, bad education.